still crossed out.
I'm gonna have to nix me your coat hangers.
I've only got 3.
What am I meant to use?
2 of them.
Have we got an iron?
Sorry. Oh, I'm not much cop, am I? You'll be running back to your mum's.
I will not. I'm not staying one more night in that place. Nor's Bethany, no matter what she reckons.
Sure that's not why you're here, just to get back at her?
No, of course it's not. I'm here because I want to live with you. Anyway, I know my mum's just a bonus.
Oh, great.
It's hard, I'm only joking with you. Look, in 10 years' time, when we're still together, we've got, like, a huge family.
Huge?
Okay, like a brother or sister or something for Beth. And we're married, and we're taking holidays, and we'll go, like, to Greece or Spain or something with the kids.
Yeah.
Then our mums will look back at how they are with us now, and they will be ashamed. Especially my mum.
She must hate me. Probably got me down as some kind of axe murderer.
Oh, sweetheart, you haven't even got an iron. You're hardly likely to have an axe.
Who do you reckon was the first bloke to realise that if you tied 4 knots in a hanky, makes a hat?
You're wasting your time. No one's viewing today.
Hey, councillor! This deck chair. For any art galleries, give us a couple of 100. That's that mate of yours, what's his name? The fella that brought me old chair.
What do you look like?
I'm trying to look like a bloke you would not want living on your street.
Well, you won't be living on my street if you don't hurry up and give me this 100 quid you owe me. I've got Audrey on my back for my rent.
Hey?
Who paid that mate of yours to say he was after Curly's house?
Yeah, all right, I'll sort it. Are you late for work? Baldwin just popped his head out, looked like thunder.
What? Oh,
To think, I gave up my time for jury service in the belief that punishment and rehabilitation go to make a more civilised society.
I've given up on the idea of a civilised society, Norris.
I mean, and you wouldn't think that justice had recently brought down the weight of a heavy sword onto that handkerchiefed head.
Well, maybe justice can't always be delivered by the official routes, Norris.
If I didn't know you better, I'd say you were plotting something.
Let's just say I'm thinking about his rehabilitation very carefully.
Oh, Monty! Oh, I knew you'd come back. Now, come here, Monty. Come to Norris. I reckon you've heard that Emily's got some pork in for tea tonight.
yeah, you can have some if you like. So if Sarah arrived.
No, thanks, love. I had my breakfast before I set off. Is David gone?
Do you know, I might have known she'd leave it till the last minute to come home, just to wind me up.
So you said it was all right for them to stop over at Todd's flat?
No, I did not. And if Martin hadn't suddenly decided he was her best friend instead of a parent, I'd have put my foot down.
Oh, he was happy for her to go, was he?
Oh, yeah. Now, you just watch now. Whenever we have a few words or ask her to do something, she'll be threatening to pack her bags and go off to Todd's. Anyway, I've got to go.
Look, shall I knock for her before I open the cellar?
No! She knew the rules. I'll talk to her tonight when I get home. She'll be lucky if she don't get that lot for her tea.
Nicole! Oh, how lovely to see you again. Oh, Emily, this is Nicole Farnsworth, and she runs the stage school that Rosie goes to. And this is Emily Bishop, a friend of mine.
Hello.
She's coming to the open evening with me.
Oh, well, if you can smile and clap, you're welcome. Gonna stick a poster up?
Help yourself.
There's a lot of performers by the looks of it. Should we bring cushions and a blanket? If they're there, where you'd have to. But down to here, I've limited to a verse and a chorus. Then Kim, Amy and Chelsea, they've devised a 2-minute ballet. And Elaine Langton's little lad, Jason, he just comes on and does the split, so that won't take long.
Oh, don't you kid yourself. Doing the splits is the easy bit. Getting up takes longer.
You can't still do the splits, surely.
Can I, Heck? I'd do myself a permanent.
I'll just drop these round to Sally. Well, I'm going that way. Shall I drop them in?
Oh, I wouldn't let Kevin see those. He doesn't like this thing about Rosie spelling her name with a Z.
Oh, she's just shown a bit of individuality.
Yeah, 2-week cruise in the Caribbean, 840 quid.
Do they not have a job page on that text thing?
We'd be looking at jobs, only someone's been hogging the paper.
She's looking for our A-level results. They only publish passes. Our Todd never even showed up for his.
Yeah, well, at least our Todd's working. And you can play at looking for holidays when you pay me back for the car you owe me.
Morning.
Oh, hello. Took the morning off to get your results, did you?
I phoned in sick to help Sarah and our Beth move in.
Our Bethany. Our?
Yeah. She's coming to live with me. We're a family, aren't we?
And what does our Gail make of all this?
Fine. Hey, Mum, you couldn't lend us a couple of quid, could you?
Oh, what for?
Just an iron.
An iron?
I've got an out in the fridge. I'm not throwing money away on an iron for our Sarah.
Oh, he's resisting the idea of his new collar. Do you think he's concerned it will compromise his independence?
He's a cat. All he's concerned about is scavenging.
Oh, no, that's not fair.
That chicken was for sandwiches. What have I told you about feeding him our food?
Well, I'm hardly going to persuade him to keep still, offering him stale cat treats, am I?
I've told Sarah I'll give Bethany lunch. How do you think she'll feel about stale cat treat sandwich?
Oh, now, there's no need to take that attitude.
Oh, is that a scratch?
No, yes. Well, yes, it is. But he didn't mean it.
Oh, well, you better get it seen to. I dread to think where those claws have been.
I can't understand it. I mean, all I'm trying to do is offer him a bit of shelter in a cruel world.
Well, remember, we've got a visitor coming. You might be happy about getting infections, but little Bethany won't be. So if that cat comes back, do not bring it in here.
It? It?
There you go, mate.
Cheers. So, you gonna go and see this then? With your Rosie?
I've no choice, ever. Look, that's all Sally's idea, that. She wants Rosie dancing the fandango, that's up to her. I don't need my face rubbing in it.
Oh, Todd. Is Sarah home then?
She's in, yeah.
Ah, I want a word with her, so tell her I'll be over in a sec.
All I've got is 20 quid. That's got to last me the week.
Right. Oh, that's my rent, is it?
Oh, no. You see, Les owes me my rent. Well, in fact, actually, if I owe you 50 and he owes me 80, why don't he give you the 50, then he owes me 30, then we're all sorted.
No, my darling, no. The words blood and stone come to mind. No, it's you owes me, so it's you that's paying me, right?
You should make her sweat for that. Teach her a lesson.
What, teacher to bring me out on the street?
Look, I'm sorry. Honest. I want to earn me keep, but these don't grow on trees. How will I last a week? You couldn't lend us 20, could you?
Les! Oh, go on then. Hey, but you owe me 120 now.
Right, 120?
Fizz, have you seen Maria or Kirk?
Who am I? Social secretary?
Oh, no, it's just that with them having worked with animals, you know, the father's kennels, you see. I've just picked up this cat scratch. I mean, it's probably nothing, but...
Oh, cat scratches. No, they are the worst then. Kirk had a mate once, right? He got scratched by a cat. He hadn't had his tetanus. Within a week, dead.
Dead?
Yeah. His arm went green all the way up to here.
I reckon we'll do this last lot in one go.
Oh, good, because I need to go and get Beth from Emily's. You don't think David's going to tell Mum, do you?
I doubt it. I think he just wants to stay out of it all, you know?
Ooh, it's only me.
Hi, Gran.
Oh, Sarah. You're doing yourself no favours, you know.
How do you mean?
Well, darling, how difficult would it have been to come home this morning like your mum said?
Well, I was with Todd.
Why make it a competition? You are allowed a boyfriend and a mum, you know.
Well, that's not what she thinks.
But would it be too hard to see it from her side, just a little bit? Imagine our Bethany when she's your age, Meeting a boyfriend who's telling her that she's got to go and live with him in the flat. I mean, you'd be worried as well, wouldn't you? It's hard enough for families who've not been through all the sort of things that you and your mum have. It's so easy to feel rejected, my darling, especially your mum.
I will talk to her.
Oh, will you?
Yes.
You're a good girl. Best not tell her I've been round, though. It'd break her heart to lose you, you know. I'll see you.
Bye.
You sure about this, yeah?
Yeah, I don't care what my mum and my gran think. I'm moving out of here.
Nicole Farnsworth's Academy of Song and Dance. Hey, it's enough to make me want to dust off me tap shoes.
Give over. You? Tap?
I were named after Fred Astaire, I'll have you know.
The only taps you know about are them ones.
And you're right, when he taps for England, there's a tornado in New Zealand.
Haven't you got some hot pot to warm up?
Yeah.
So what's your Rosie doing in this show?
Well, buy a ticket and come and see her.
You can borrow my camcorder if you want.
That's a good idea. I'll come over and give you lessons.
Oh, that'd be great, thanks. Well, at least she's back. You know, I hate to admit it, but I think Martin might be right. If I'd have clamped down any more, she'd have stayed there all week.
She knows she's best off at home with you.
She knows it when she's thinking like her mother. Trouble is, at the moment, she's mostly thinking like a spoiled teenager.
She's made a point.
Yes. And me going on about it won't help matters, so, I'll get her something nice for tea.
There you go. You're not top of my list of people to socialise with.
No, Councillor Naismith. But as this involves us uniting against a common enemy, I thought we might put our past differences behind us.
And this common enemy is Mr. Battersby?
You do know he's thinking of selling another piece of so-called art to the gallery. I would have thought he'd have strong feelings about that, considering your involvement in the last purchase.
It wasn't your talk of Mr. Battersby that drew me here, Councillor Watts. No, it was your desire to find, shall we say, a more unconventional route to solving your problem with him. That's what caught my attention.
I just want to explore some options.
You want to tweak the rules a little.
Oh, come on. Les has been flouting council rules for years. That chair was just one example. He pretended to be gay to cover his subletting. He lied about his wife living with him.
Dress it up how you want, Councillor Watts. What I believe is you're asking me whether there are means of dealing with him. And you're prepared to act in a manner that you always despised in other people.
I wouldn't quite put it like that. I mean, OK. Let's just say I want to see what's possible.
Do you know, for a late starter, they think she's really good. I wish I'd got her to classes when she was younger, but they're not cheap, these classes. But when they're your kids, you don't care, do you?
Oh, yeah, when it's your kids, the more you put in, the more they throw back at you.
Oh, well, not with our Rosie. She's been so committed with this and everything, really.
Look, just ignore me, Sally. It's just they published the A-level results today. Like I need reminding what our Todd gave up for Sarah Louise Platt.
You never know, he might go back to it. All that work you put in. I mean, it's like with Rosie. The more hours she puts in for the
just
dance.
leave it with me and I'll put it somewhere.
All right, thanks very much.
Streetcars. Speaking. Can I ask how you got this number? Oh, did he? Yeah, he's very helpful. Yeah, I've got your payment here. It's in my hand. I was just going to post it. Of course I'm telling the truth. Why do you think I've got now in my purse? Thanks very much.
Right, Matt. Right. What's your Sarah up to? She's been carting gear out all day. You what? Looks like she's moving out.
Oh, that's just what I need after the shift I've had today.
She's not told you she's leaving?
I'll talk to her.
It's that Todd you want to be having a talk to, mate. He's old enough to know better.
Oh, she'll be back by Monday. You watch.
If it were our Katie, I'd go round there and drag her back and give that lad something to chew on and all.
Right. I've got it this time.
So what's different this time?
Well, I'm not sure what went wrong last time, so I'll not do that.
Right, are you ready?
Do you know, the first few times this was funny. Now I feel about as much like Shimeon as doing a backflip with a pike.
Right, Lou Lively! No.
What's going on?
We've been asking ourselves that.
Rita showed me how to shimmy.
How's that right?
Guess you had to be here.
Yeah, well, I was at work.
This is boring. I'm hungry.
Well, I think I'd better be getting back to work with what shred of dignity I've got left.
Good idea.
Excuse me.
Is that it then?
Yeah, that's it.
Right, dead easy. I said dead easy.
You really embarrassed us then.
Yeah, well, you should be embarrassed.
I'm broadening my repertoire.
Oh, aye? Is that what that Nicole told you, is it?
Hey, don't take it out on Rosie.
Look, I'm knackered, I'm filthy, and I'm starving. I don't want to come home to opportunity flaming nuts, all right?
Aye, OK. I just thought I'd let you know David's round at mine. He said he thought he'd keep out of the way till things had calmed down.
Keep out of the way of what?
You don't know, do you?
I don't know what. What's happened, Martin?
Oh, hi, Audrey.
Hello.
Well, you must have realised. Sarah. She moved in with Todd.
Moved in?
She can't have.
Oh. It'll all pass soon, I'm sure.
Silly girl. I mean, after all I said to her, what's she thinking of?
Well, she's striking out on her own, isn't she? She's not a kid anymore.
She's taken all her stuff. Bethany's as well.
Well, at least we know where she is. It's
No,
not as if...
this is your doing. You're more concerned with Sarah and David liking you than what's best for them.
Well, that's not fair.
No, yes, it is. She's got plenty of mates, Martin. What she needs are people who are prepared to teach her right from wrong.
Well, if I were Curly, I'd get council to cart him off. That's what they do, you know, when someone dumps rubbish on your doorstep.
Hey, I thought we said we weren't going to talk about Les, because we're only out.
Well, I'm not talking about him. I'm just saying I wanted him to be carted off on a muck truck. That's not talking about him.
Of course it is. That'd be like me going on about how it's rough that he's got to wear that tag, and that we can't really blame him for being nice with Emily and Curly.
If we're not talking about him, just don't talk about him.
Well, I'm only saying.
Well done.
Right.
Right.
Which one of you gave out my work number?
Nope. Not me.
Well, one of you did.
Well, I've not been near the phone. Didn't you say some fella called? Asked where she worked? Yeah, but I never give out your number.
Oh.
Mum, what's the big deal?
Steve doesn't like me having personal calls, does he? I don't suppose either of you bothered to get any food in, did you? Oh, do I have to do everything? Just go and get me a drink. Well, come on, get me a drink.
You couldn't let us have a fiver till I can get to the bank. Oh! Ow!
So, can I expect you tomorrow? Or are you going to spend another day in Ginnells and hospital?
Look, I'd be grateful if you didn't mention to Emily that I've had this tetanus injection.
Will she not be able to tell by the way you wince as you sit down? Norris, are you sure this cat is worth all this trouble and pain?
It's just a tiny scratch, tiny needle. It's not worth making a fuss about.
Yes, but these things come in threes. You watch your step.
Well, I can assure you I won't be chasing Monty down the street tonight. Oh, no. No, you see, a nice bowl of this cat food should keep him still while I introduce him to his new collar. There'll be no more scratches coming my way.
Ah! So, ordering her home's going to make her do as she's told, is it?
She needs to know what is and isn't acceptable at her
She's a
age.
young woman with a kid.
Oh, well, let's ask a police officer, shall we? Excuse me. Is it legal for a 16-year-old to leave home without permission?
Well, it's...
It isn't, is it?
No, it isn't, but... Well, at 16, it's virtually impossible to enforce.
The law's there for a reason. I thought you weren't supposed to look the other way.
If that were true, I'd have to arrest half the kids I know at some time or other.
Well, maybe if you were doing your job properly, you would.
That was uncalled for. See you later.
You've done enough for now, thanks, Martin. You can leave Sarah to me.
Fine.
Give us that mug, eh? I'll have that. You and Beth can have the balls.
I'm not doing it to hurt Mum.
I never said you were.
Why are you being funny with me?
I'm not.
You are.
It's just what your gran said, that's all, about how it's affecting your mum.
Don't you start making me feel guilty and all. I thought you wanted us to live together.
I do. Of course I do.
You're not stopping me seeing my own daughter. Right. You name one thing you brought from my house that wasn't paid for with my money. Come on.
You what?
Rita Sullivan, shimmying. I'm glad I missed that.
Hey, she was a bit of a one in a day, you know. Nightclubs, exotic dancing, pythons.
Pythons?
But no, I'm getting carried away. Same again, lad.
Hey, I'll get these, lads.
Okay.
Your Rosie's not got as far as pythons, has she?
No, that's not funny. What is it between the ages of 11 and 12? What turns them into grown-ups?
Oh, no, with our Sarah, it was 13. Turned me into a granddad.
Oh, thanks a lot. Makes me feel better.
Our Katie's the worst. To get it into their heads that if they dress like adults and act like they know everything, you'll be fooled into thinking they're adults.
Yeah, well, works for me. I'm only 14 myself, you know. Mind you, I've had a tough life.
I thought you and that councillor what's-his-face hated each other.
He hates Les more.
and he reckons that you can get him evicted.
Well, not easily. I need your help.
Of course she'll help.
Hold on. Help how?
A written statement saying you don't live there anymore.
Written? Oh, I don't know about that.
Why not? It's true.
Yeah, it's true. I wouldn't ask you to make a false statement.
Yeah, but to write someone down, get someone thrown out their home.
Not someone, Les.
To make our lives a lot easier.
Yeah, but it's not about that, is it? It's so he can get his house shifted.
He's a single bloke living in a family house. There's families in B&Bs who need that house.
Yeah, well, why can't they come up and ask me face to face if I still live there?
Well, what's wrong with writing it down? They'd write it down if they asked you. Janice, help me evict Les.
Go on then. Pick what you want if now it belongs to me, but they won't fit you.
I'm just saying you're not as independent as you think you are.
Well, you're not having this one because I got it out of my calf money, so it's mine.
Oh, is it? And who looked after Beth those times you were working those shifts, eh? For nothing?
Well, if you didn't want to, you should have said no.
I looked after Beth because I know what's best for her, which is more than you do, dragging her to this dump.
Hey, I think you better go, all right?
Yeah, don't you worry, we're going. Come on, Beth.
Oh, look. You can see who she wants to go to, can't you?
Bethany?
Go on, just get out! And you can take this lot with you and all, because I'd rather live here and have nothing than have to pull with you. Do you hear me?
I hear you.
I'm not surprised Beth won't go to you, because you chase everyone off, Mum. You don't care what they want. You only want them to do as you say. Well, David will be next. You'll see. He'll go running off to Martin to get away from you.
Hey, look, it's all right, Bethany. It'll be over soon, okay? Hey, come here. Come here, it's okay. Hey, shh.
She's never coming here